What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV. Back again, once again. You already know what it is, baby. Instant classic in the making. First time to the channel, subscribe, notify, do all the good things, make yourself well versed in the Good Doc's content. All of my good stuff listed in the links in the description area below. Guys, I actually think that I found my dream home in the Philippines. Like, I actually think that I found a prototype of the type of house that I'm actually looking for in the Philippines, should I choose to purchase some type of land or property in the country. Now, as we all know, for the most part, foreigners can own condominiums outright without having to do any loophole types of paperwork or setup. Foreigners can own condos. I mean, if you want to own properties in the Philippines, there's always ways around that. But houses and things like that, I've noticed they kind of depreciate over time, and there's usually some maintenance that's required unless you build with quality materials, and then of course quality materials are likely to cost. But then there was always one other option. There was condos, there was actually building a house there, and then there was the option of container houses, right? These 40-foot freight containers that you hollow out and you build the house in between them. And I came across this video linked in the description area below, and I actually believe that this is my dream prototype of house. As you guys know, Doc is one of the biggest advocates of minimalism or minimalistic type lifestyle. So what basically you're going to see in this video is basically a tiny house container home. Basic way to describe it: tiny house container home. I love it. The way it's set up, it's fantastic. The bottom floor is pretty much your open floor plan, which is my dream. I love an open floor plan. Don't like a lot of walls if I can avoid them. Not a lot of beams or having things in the middle of the floor to help support. Best case scenario, just have a nice little open area floor plan. And then like the top area is kind of like your loft area where you sleep at. Now, although this is a dream ideal house for myself, wanting to be minimalistic, having, a nice little small comforting type of space to live in, not a lot to clean and stuff like that, I have to think about, okay, is this house going to be suitable for me? Should I opt to create a family? Should I opt to have kids? Little crumb snatchers, little Dr. Mike TVs running around here. So that means that I want to make sure that the space that I create for myself is ample enough, should that be a part of my future or our future, with me in the mean one. But I also want to make sure that I have something that is comfortable and, space is utilized well. I'm big on the utilization of space as best as humanly possible. I hate clutter. I guess that's why the open floor plan fits my ideal or my dream so much. But one thing that I also don't like is, like I said, I don't like clutter. So you won't have a lot of shit piled into the house. I kind of feel like if you do have like a tiny house setup or something like that, you have to maximize the usage of the space. So when you're maximizing the usage of the space, there's really no room for things outside of things that you don't need, right? So I got this corner for this corner for this, and everything has a place. So there's not really a lot of room left over for you to just keep bringing stuff in, as opposed to having this big ass house and, a storage room here, something where to put stuff there. It keeps you from adding to, unnecessary clutter when you don't have to. So that's why I've always been like a big advocate for like kind of tiny homes, but I would probably want a little bit more floor space than they actually offered in this video. It's a little bit small for my taste, but the way that they utilize the space is awesome. Now, I'm not claustrophobic. I'm not really a tall guy, but I would definitely want higher ceilings. That would be an ideal for me. High ceilings only because I don't want to hit my head on anything, guys. Like I said, I'm not super tall, but when we go to the top layer on the loft area, if that's what we choose to have, the top area just where we sleep at, and then the bottom be the living space and all of that stuff, that's cool. That would be something that would be awesome for me, right? I don't know how you guys feel about it. Watch the video. I encourage you to do so. I think it's a very, very well built container home. And if you guys are really looking into actually doing this, I believe the contact information for the particular person that helped create the video and the home in the video, I think you might even be able to contact them. I'm not able to go back and check it right now, but I will link it, and maybe you guys can check it out. I think it's awesome. I think it's good. It's a Filipino designer. stuff like that. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I like to be able to give back to the community, let the people work on it for me, put some money out there. And wherever I'm living at, this particular tiny home or tiny container house was located in Laguna. And it said that it only took 3 months to build, guys. That's actually pretty decent. 3 months to build a tiny home. I would hope they would do it a little quicker, but I guess if you look at the utilization of space, and they had to, do the landscaping of it all, I guess they're including that in the finish, not so much just the house alone. All right, but guys, encourage you to check it out, man. Let me know in the comment section below. Is this the type of lifestyle that is comforting for you? Are you good with the minimalism, tiny house, container homes? Is that something that you would be considering, or do you want a nice sprawling estate? You want to be balling out of control, or are you like, you know what, Doc, condos work for me just fine? You know what I'm saying? I've always been kind of, I will never say anti condominium, but as of late, with the way that they're building them, with the shoddy materials and the smaller square meterage that they're offering us now in the extravagant prices that they're trying to build them at, I'm really, really liking the container home setup. Like, this is something that we've talked about before. A lot of people have mentioned this in my chats before, live streams, and now it's like, you know what, man, this is looking a lot more promising than everything else that I've seen so far. If you build a house, the materials to, fix it and have all that stuff. I kind of feel like with a container house, hopefully the repairs or anything should be minimal. Hopefully. I'm not saying that they won't be, but having a real house and, experiencing that and, living in Davao and, living in the house that we had there, I've seen the problems. I've seen the issues that you can potentially run into when it comes to stuff like that. So just got to be careful, man. But this is starting to look a little positive. Again, as a person who's trying to build a life for himself in the Philippines, this is not bad. And the pricing is not bad for these container houses as well. So you're taking all this into consideration. I'm actually considering tiny house living. Right now, I've seen some small houses. They got these tiny house shows on the TV in the United States. I think they show them in the Philippines too. Just haven't seen it over there. I can't remember. But I've seen tiny houses before, and I'm thinking to myself, yo, these are ideal for me. But again, I'm thinking about single male or just a male with his significant other, and that's it. Not thinking about potential expansion of the family or expansion of my brand, right? I'm not thinking about adding. And I kind of think that if you build something like this, it's always good to have that thought process in your mind when you're building, so you make sure that you have the ample space should you need it. All right, hope this video finds you well, man. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. You enjoyed this video just a little bit more than a little bit. All right, little heart in the comment section, man. I'm sorry, not in the comment section, but there's a heart down below. You could drop a couple dollars on the Good Docs books. Highly appreciate that one. Check out the Patreon for all the exclusive content that I cannot post on YouTube. And of course, if you guys want some merch, man, hit me up in the email. Remember, all prices include shipping and handling. All right. Appreciate you guys locking in, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You already know what to do if you did. Okay. This has been the Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV. And with that being said, the Good Doc is officially out. At least not go pa alam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.